Hello! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Paul Whitham, and I have the pleasure of being the incoming President of the Photographic Society of New Zealand. In this video, I'm going to outline some of the plans that I wish to implement through the next 12 months. But firstly, I'd like to recognise the hard work put in by Moira Blenko over the last 3 years. She has held the office of President longer than any of her predecessors and has worked tirelessly on moving the Society forward. I plan on continuing her fine example. There is no doubt that due to COVID-19, the year 2020 will go down as one of the most difficult in our lives. We are exceptionally fortunate in New Zealand that the strong action we all took early last year enabled the majority of us to return to a level of normality that the rest of the world has yet to see. But out of adversity comes opportunity. We were very fortunate that the technology was available to enable us to take events online. Many clubs, organisations and even churches did just that. The NZIPP ran their entire Iris Award judging online, and overseas several multi-day conferences went the same way. Within my own club, we were able to reach out to speakers on the other side of the world and put together a really good program, even though we could not get together in person. Within PSNZ, we ran a virtual AGM online and selected the 2020 edition of New Zealand Camera using selectors across the country, rather than the previous practice of only using Canterbury-based ones. That same process is happening again right now. While we can meet in person again, I want to see an online program involving speakers and workshops developed for PSNZ. I see this as a way of advancing the already successful workshop program that we have been running over the last 2 years, but allowing more members to take part. For the last 9 months, I've been taking part in a weekly Zoom session with photographers around the world, and I see no reason why we can't do something similar here. So I intend to use Zoom to connect with both members and clubs. I plan to have a monthly open Zoom session for members and another one with club presidents. In addition to the virtual space, we are working on organising sessions around the country where clubs can come together to hold an event. These will be much smaller than conventions. We are also working on a new online competition for members and another one that will be limited to non-PSNZ members in our affiliated clubs. More details on these will be released over the next couple of months. The purpose of PSNZ is helping photographers grow, and I would like to see that employed in everything that we do. My personal view is that too much is done in secret, and this has to change. Too often we submit images and have no idea why they get the results they receive. I intend to work with the judge accreditation panel to see if we can open up judging in the likes of the National Exhibition so that members can actually view the process taking place. The NZIPP has done this for a number of years, and those of you who have watched their presentations know how much is gained from the process. I also intend to work with Bruce Girdwood and the Honours Board in continuing the process of making that selection more transparent. I commend Bruce for the work he has carried out over the last 2 years in improving the feedback given to unsuccessful candidates, as well as providing valuable information to applicants. The Zoom and conference presentations that he has carried out over the last 2 years have assisted applicants a lot. I want to see that continued and expanded, and I'm sure that Bruce does too. When I took over the role of Counsellor for Publications in 2017, I had a clear vision of using digital technology to take Camera Talk from the small print edition to something that could be of real value. The reality was that in its print form, it was extremely limited and costly. Now I know that some members did not approve of the move away from print, but I'm sure that everybody now agrees that the publication we have today is far superior and more relevant than before. In the process, we also managed to save $12,000, which is money that can be used elsewhere. It is likely that as we bring in other improvements, some members will not like them. That is the reality of change. However, change is necessary if the organisation is to survive, let alone grow. Since 1952, when PSNZ was formed, photography has changed dramatically. However, the enthusiasm for it has not, and more photos are taken today than ever before. In fact, in the next minute, 243,000 photos will be loaded to Facebook, 96,000 to Instagram, and 2 million to Snapchat. Film has even defied those saying that it was dead and is currently extremely popular with younger photographers who have never shot it before. Going along to a film meetup makes you feel positively old. The challenge for both camera clubs and PSNZ is to tap into these groups and to get them involved. In many ways, you need to use social media, and to achieve this, I am hoping that we can develop some material that will help clubs do this. I don't want to end on a down note, but the reality is that just about everything PSNZ delivers is dependent on having people volunteer to assist running them. In one of her camera talk columns last year, Moira said she felt like a broken record in making requests for people to come forward. The reality is that without volunteers, we cannot offer the opportunities to our members that we have done in the past. Either we don't deliver the services at all, or we have to pay third parties to deliver them. If we go down the third party route, there is no way that we will be able to deliver them at the same price as we have done in the past. So if you're still with me, thanks for viewing. Over the next 12 months, I'm hoping to meet as many members as I can in this society. They'll either be in person or via the digital methods that I've described in the video. I'd like to discuss what your views of the future of PSNZ are, because ultimately this is the members' organisation. So once again, thanks for viewing and happy snapping.